avail yourself to all the training you can. Read, read, read. Be an avid reader. And it doesn't have to be all books on fire. Start looking at leadership books. I look at, Stephen Covey and his 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Lou Holtz wrote a book called Winning Every Day that, to me, is tremendous lesson learned in leadership. Those 3 questions he asks everybody: can I trust you? Can I trust you to do the right thing at the right time for the right reason? Are you committed to excellence? Are you as good as you can be? Are you trying to be the best you can be? And will you do that? And lastly, will you treat me like you expect me to treat you? In other words, the golden rule. Got to trust each other, because we do put our lives in other people's hands many times. If you're riding in the back of a buggy, you're trusting your life to the driver and all the other thousands of idiots out on the road. But again, be that student of the business and learn and read. There are so many books out there around leadership. And again, the leadership curriculum within the wildland fire community is huge if you avail yourself to that. I mean, just the lessons you can learn, and all the way from, followership to leadership, all the way up through the highest level. And you can learn so much from other readings of how to be a leader. My other message would be a leader. We expect you to be a leader. We expect people at all levels to be a leader. And again, you can be an example. You can be a really good example. You can be a mediocre example, or you can be that bad example to show people how not to do things. I wouldn't recommend anybody be in that category, but sometimes people serve that way. But yeah, by all means, be a student of the business. If you're going to stay in the business, learn it. And not just one aspect, but everything you can. How do you talk to people about it? What's your elevator speech about what you do? If you're a hell attacker, and you're in the grocery store line and somebody says, "Hey, what do you do?" "I'm a repeller." "You put up power lines?" "No, I repel out of helicopters." And how do you say that? "I'm a hot shot." "What's a hot shot?" What's your elevator speech? What's your teachable moment? There are so many teachable moments that we have, and we sometimes don't share those teachable moments with a lot of people. We have a lot of new folks coming in to the wildland fire community as line officers who have no fire background. And it's not their fault. There's a lot going on, and fire is only one aspect of their total job. How do we help educate those people so that it's not a big surprise when they have, something on their unit and a district ranger on a national forest, we burn up their entire district? What are they supposed to do? How do we teach them that new normal? What can we do different? I remember in 2000 talking to a district ranger who had a lot of fire on their district, and she was asking me one morning over coffee, what do I do now? I said, well, start talking about, have somebody put together an educational program for school kids that you can take into the school program about how the fire will regenerate. Talk about the natural role of fire in the ecosystem.